What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc video. We are currently in the headmaster's or Kyoko's father's room in the two-story dormitories for Hope's Peak Academy, where Kyoko found the remains of her father in a present box. Quite disturbing indeed. There's also a room right here with like a freaking giraffe. This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak students who came before us, class before ours, must have used these lockers. Looks like the locker is already broken. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean, well, let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran across the card reader, and then no luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Wait, but what about the emergency handbook I found in this in the headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give that one more try. I took the emergency handbook and ran across the card reader and... Alright, just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we got inside. This thing is practically empty. There's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. But there's some writing inside. Could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I better take a look. It looks like a girl's handwriting. And all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with that plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as a foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with the plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfless decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was. I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. Couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what is it doing in this locker? And what she wrote her completely contradicts what she had already told me. She says she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my head, through my mind, just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? I'm assuming that's the only one that we have to open. Put the emergency handbook right across the way and the locker open. Let's see what I got outside. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Here we go. The locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. This is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order. And dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever's stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible. I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. But the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. Yasuhiro Hagakure. What? There's no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook would also contain a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to this school at the same time as the rest of us, and we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had a chance to take any classes. So, what is this notebook? But the more I see, the less sense it makes. Because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro, and a pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. And I have to believe in everyone. Okay. I think we're done here now. So what's left? To go to the crime scene? Alright. So back to the crime scene. Hope the body's gone. Huh? It's gone. Kuro's body. It's not here. Kuma flower. Is it true? Does it really eat paper, plastic, and people? Well, I don't think it's always the case, so I'd better keep my distance. Maybe the body's inside the tool shed. I better check, just to be sure. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body. But if it's not in here either, then it must be... Could it be in the biolab? But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. The tarp. The tarp played a key role in another case, so I better look into it. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. It says Biolab? Then this originally came from the Biolab? So we're gonna go to the Biolab now? That's all I really needed to check here. Oh, that's all the time we have.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious. There's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? Oh, hey, hero. Makoto. Why'd you act so surprised? No reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did. Actually, I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What'd he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hero, wait. There's no point in trying to stop him. He ran off with like a frightened animal. Hero? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? What does Monokuma have to say to old Makoto?
I am Monokuma!
Hello, welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. The envelope? This must be the envelope. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it. Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room and we looked at that file, Mikuro Ikisaba? Then this girl is... What? Why? Why is Mikuro here with everyone else? Even more than that, just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. And now I'm looking at it, and now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture of has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me not to be in this picture, but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other until they got here. But if this picture is real, then could that mean, could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is... How long are you going to keep this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're kind of getting in the way standing there, you know? So, I mean, get out. But I told you, I'm not fielding any questions.
Unbelievable.
What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field. I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. Was it gonna make me go to everyone? What is Byakuya doing in the archives? Oh, Byakuya. Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, Byakuya, wait! But of course he didn't. He just walked away. What the? Why was he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. Give it Toko, thanks. I decided to visit the biolab one more time. And the first thing I saw when I got there was her passed out again. Huh? Toko. Toko, are you okay? No, no. She's not dead, is she? Ugh. It's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold, I think I might catch a cold. If you keep talking, if you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will.
I see.
What? I was asleep. I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't. Oh, then what? Hot and bothered? Straight up horny? Okay, so why did you pass out? I don't know. Last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What'd you do to Miss Morose? Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo, bazinga. We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. Don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory. No, it's more like half. All I want to know right now is where's my little darling? Tell me now or I'll slit your throat. I don't know. I'm sure Byakuya is around somewhere doing his own investigating.
Yes.
By himself? I assume so. I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't imagine how lonely he must be right now. Toko shut off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point in asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. Probably the body in the freezer. The fridge, it's open. But I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she passed out.
Right.
She faints so easily. Kyoko,
Makoto.
it's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
But listen, about this room. Oh yeah,
It would seem.
it's a morgue. Yeah,
I knew it.
suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and well, there you have it. You knew she'd fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem.
I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot here, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a mega rocks. Why has everything got to be so difficult with her? Anyway, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Yoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched, but suddenly she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Huh? How come? Because Makuro's body is in here. Makuro's corpse? Makuro's body is inside the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up in here while we were in the class trial. The mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So.
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then,
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there. That's it? It's a fridge meant for storing dead bodies. Can't do it. I can't look inside. Pussy. I should ask Kyoko about the group photo. After all, she's in it too. Where's she at? Oh, she's in the back right, next to Toko and Byakuya. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier.
whew,
You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not?
because
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back to do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind force that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. You know, I think I've seen a tarp like this somewhere before. Ah, it's the same one as the one I found in the garden tool shed. And if I remember, that tarp had a stamp on it that said Biolab. And that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the Biolab and took it over there, which can't happen because the door was locked. Oh my gosh, how am I supposed to progress this?
it would seem.
It would seem the blue light comes on when a slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around, the number of lights are on, including Makuro's. There's 9 in all. 9. 9 lights? Oh my god. I had to do that stupid shit.
Whew,
Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
indeed.
You know, it can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So, did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seemed highly likely that the stomach wound and the blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really. The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? And what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
Because.
All the Monokuma file says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You shouldn't be equating several days old with simply old,
However,
but that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got to the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
so then.
But what if Makuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
At the very least.
Certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
Right.
The detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words.
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each other, each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future.
Hey,
So, if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. I'm gonna think of it, there was one more thing. Earlier, when I was looking at Makuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
so
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 30, 22, 32. Did I get all that right? Remember all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So then,
indeed.
and don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
Indeed.
Our victim in this case, without a doubt, Makuro Ikasaba.
And
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
so then,
Then it looks like we have no further business with with Makuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh, wait. Are you not going to put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this?
why?
Sad? Did you forget she was our enemy once? Part of the ultimate despair? But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey,
Have you ever heard of the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still.
whew.
You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
So then,
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now... Hey, Kyoko. I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
what?
Go ahead then. Out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What?
What?
So,
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
indeed.
I do, yes. But to get any of those lockers, you need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook.
I see.
When you found the headmaster's hidden room?
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because,
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pit pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there's something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
what? If that's true,
Could that mean that video is real too? Video?
Makoto,
Makoto, I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although, I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own two eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can...
so,
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening a locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem it's my locker. Your locker?
Makoto,
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. A DVD, and it says class number 78, urgent interviews.
so,
I found it in the hidden room after you left.
anyway,
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now. But I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD.
Makoto,
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Ramble?
in other words,
So as it turns out, the arrangements I made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. All because of the mastermind.
However,
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is one more reason to follow through on that. Kyo's eyes burn with a fire of determination. Determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
Why?
So why does it bother me so much to know he's suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
So that's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey.
But keep this in mind. There's only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering, whether it's greatness, truth, the greatest truth, or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with helplessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then.
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I better get going myself. I got that DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room and check it out. Kyoko says something about hopeless truth. But no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world, I can't afford to lose. Alright, to the AV room. This should be able to play the DVDs just fine. Well then, I better take a look. I'll take the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have only been a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then, all of a sudden, an image appeared. Saika? Took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was from the man position on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in the school? I accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There was a lot I hadn't understood up till now, but only this, I simply couldn't comprehend what I had heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of there. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad, she tried to frame me for murder. So, why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Huh? What I saw was me. And possibly, undeniably, me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having that seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But the I in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
This can't be real. I said yes.
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Alright, well, I'm going to end the video right here before it gets too far over time. Hope you guys enjoyed the video as always, and we'll continue this investigation phase in the next one. Peace.